Most people don't know their behavioral patterns at all. They live inside them and they call them my personality. They call it circumstance, bad luck, other people. When the same situations repeat, whether it's relationships, conflict, self-sabotage, it feels like life is happening to them. Now, some people begin to notice they can see what they do. They may say, I drink too much. I cheat on my wife. I shut down when things get real. I keep choosing unavailable partners. This is where most awareness stops. What they're seeing is behavior. They're seeing patterns of behavior. So let's be precise here. When I use the word pattern in this context, I'm talking about patterns of behavior. Sometimes I say behavioral patterns. This is what you do repeatedly when you're under pressure. Now, some people see their behavior, but they deny it. Others see their behavior and instead they rationalize it. They explain it away. They normalize it. They tell stories that make it reasonable. Very few people go deeper beneath the behavioral pattern, because beneath behavior is another layer entirely. I call this protective strategies. Protective strategies are why the behavior exists in the first place. You don't just, out of the blue, drink too much. You use alcohol, let's say, to avoid intimacy. You don't just cheat for the hell of it. You cheat to avoid authenticity. You don't just shut down repeatedly. You are protecting yourself from being seen. The behavior, the behavioral patterns are what you do. The protective strategy that lies under the behavior is how you keep yourself safe. And almost no one has real awareness at this level, at the level of the protective strategies, and even fewer are willing to stay here long enough to see how much of their life is organized around protection. Because protective strategies feel intelligent. They feel justified. They feel necessary. This playlist is about making patterns of behavior and the underlying protective strategies visible, not for the purpose of judging them, not for the purpose of shaming them or yourself, but to simply see them clearly. So let me pause here and ask you something. Which patterns are you already noticing in your life? Now, I'm asking, are you willing? Not are you ready, but are you simply willing to look beneath the behavior, the patterns of behavior, and uncover the strategies which you've been using to keep you safe? Because the truth is, we all have them. And when you begin to see that the game of life is not to eliminate these strategies, but rather to bring them up into the light of love. When you see this, something shifts. The journey moves from suffering and resistance into curiosity, into honesty, into exploration. Into ever deepening levels of peace, of love, and of joy. There's another layer beneath protective strategies. So behavioral patterns on top, then we have the protective strategies underneath, and beneath the protective strategies are the core wounds. Healing core wounds. This is the deepest and the most courageous work a soul can do. Healing core wounds is the backbone of the wild truth path. And it's been the backbone of every course I have ever taught. This is the work that changes everything. We go there together into core wounds in playlist number 4. It's called Wild Truth Initiation Core Wound Medicine. These first 3 playlists prepare you for that work. These first 3 playlists build clarity, they build capacity, and they build stability. So you don't confuse insight with healing or awareness with freedom. Are you ready to release shame and guilt? Are you ready to play the only authentic game in town? If your answer is yes, come, let me lead you there.